Hey, this is Chris with Regular Guy Preppers, here to talk to you today about one of my favorite subjects, knives. So let's get into it. There's all kinds of little knives that you're going to need for everyday carry, to potentially protecting yourself with, to also using it as a tool. So what you have and what you use in your EDC and prepper pack is going to be up to you and what you really like. There really is no one perfect knife. Definitely the one thing I would say is to keep a small utility pocket knife with you that you can keep on you nice discreetly, and a larger knife that you can potentially protect yourself with, hunt, fish, or do something with. So that's really my big criteria, and with that I'm going to go over some of the knives I like and why. They're all right here laid out for you guys, and more or less I'm going to do a little close-up here on them and kind of walk you through what I like about them. Good old butterfly knife. Compact, you can keep it just about anywhere, and it turns into a good sized knife real quick. So something I like that's very kind of in between is something like a butterfly knife. You can keep that with you, close it up, it's pretty small. Same with another good sized fighter, like these Voyager 2X, these Cold Steel Voyager X2s, one of my favorites. You can cut very hard with it. It's got that nice belly, so you can snap cut, snipe cut, back cut, plus just good old sticking. Not to mention, in a pinch, you can use this for gutting an animal, gutting a fish. Basically, all around pretty good knife. You're not going to hammer anything with it, but heck of a chopper and a good cutting knife. With that, I would definitely say pocket knives. Another great, smaller pocket knives. One of these Carson River Knife and Tool Company, CRKTs. And the larger one in particular, this is another good potential fighting knife right here. Got a great grip on it, something you can cut with. Got the reinforcement. I really like this reinforcement lock right here. This makes sure you have a really nice, safe lockout on the knife, and it's not going to come back on you. Okay, let me see. I figure this might be a little better angle to go with things. Any of these little automatic knives are just fine. Kershaw's. Here's one of my favorite SOGs right here. Just a good old cheap M&P Shield. Once again, another big old CRKT. Also, love Karambit or Karambit style knives. Another Cold Steel, I've got a lot of them. Here's a larger Karambit. Vicious knives if you know how to use them. I particularly like keeping this little double agent on me right here, and then usually something like my CRKT. That's pretty much one of my favorites right there. Has just about anything handled. Once again, the Voyager X2, that's a pretty heavy duty little knife there, but good old Gerber. This is another good utility knife and skinning knife right off the bat. Recommend that. And then for something a little more robust, I got this guy. I'm not in the military or anything like that, but I got this on sale, and I really just love the thickness of the tang on this. This is something you can baton through just about anything, and it's not a bad fighter. It doesn't have any hand guards or anything to protect your fingers or anything. That's about it though. If you really want to talk about a fighting knife, this is the one right here. OSS. Got yourself your sub hilt on here. This thing snap cuts, snipe cuts, and that back cut edge is just super nasty. Not exactly a knife you're going to be doing anything like skinning or anything like that, but a lot of fun. Same with this Chaos right here. One of my favorite knives. I'm not really sure how super practical it is, but it is a lot of fun to play around with. So maybe something that's not really a great knife for bugging out with because it's big and heavy, but a lot of fun, and it would be pretty nasty to play with. But really one of my favorite all-around knives for a bug out kit, a good sized one, is just this old K-bar style knife right here. It's got the clip point I love. It's got a fantastic blade. You can fish and hunt and clean game with that. That little hammer end right in there comes in pretty useful. Just be careful you don't take out your fingers. Good old school freaking AK bayonet. One of the things I really like about this, if I can do it one-handed, is that wire clipping function right there. You can chop through wires with that right there. Also, another good thing to consider for a lightweight bug out bag is just some of these little Kydex nylon knives. They're not going to cut for anything worth a crap, but you can definitely stick with them. They're lightweight. You can stick them in something like body armor through the little holes and stuff like that. Maybe put a quick piece of Velcro on there. Boom. You can get this out in an instant. It's lightweight, won't be dragging you down. So there, that's kind of just some of the things I like for a bug out knife and EDC. And would like to know what you guys think about that type of thing, if you have any particular favorites. And that's about it. Okay, so that was the type of thing that I like for my little EDC knives and prep bag knives. So I'd like to know what you think. Do you have a favorite kind of knife that you like to use? Something that you keep as your favorite EDC, or something that you always want to have in your bag, and why? That's about it. Hope you have a great day.